2024. Now it is 6:10 p.m. in Abu Dhabi. It should be 7:40 in India. And this is our WeAreOne group weekly session number 196. We're almost touching 200. And our topic today is Prana, Prem, and Pragya. So we will, very important aspects of our spiritual journey and the correlation, and there are some tips by the masters and the different layers of understanding. You will get into all these things. So that's why you have chosen it, to understand the correlation and the different levels and what are the implications of these three things is Prana, Prem, and Pragya. We'll go into little detail of that in today's session. All right. So now we already have a differentiation that whole universe is energy and expressions of energy, which is the vibrations. Yeah. So we all know that. So this time we'll not start from the universe side. We start from our physical body side. Yeah. Our physical body, it is run by, not made of Panchamahabhuta, but it is run by prana or pranic energy, or it is known as life force energy. Also, in whoever has learned Reiki, it is Reiki energy, or whoever has got into the other energy form like chi of that energy, that which runs the life. So there are, over the centuries, there are different cultures. They have studied it and find out different things, including our Vedic age and all those things. So basically, it is the life force energy which runs our life, as simple as that. And when life force energy leaves the physical body, or the correct way of understanding is where the connection with the life force energy is permanently cut, that time the body becomes dead body. So that is a source. From source, that is, as long as the energy flows, so we are alive. So now what that energy does, to understand that, just now I told it, just to run our life means we should be alive. Without this energy, we cannot be even alive. Just example given that what happens at the time of death, the connection gets permanently cut. So to run the life, we need a human being. It is not only come here in this world to run a life, like being alive. That any life form, they are there. Like, starting from one cell, amoeba to animals and all, they are all alive. So what is the difference from any other life form to human? So human has a different layers, okay? First one, what I just spoke, to be alive, that is needed. That is a fundamental basis. Otherwise, everything will be useless if you are not alive. That is, if the energy-wise, it is very well correlated with the 7 chakras in our body. So for understanding purposes, if you like to understand or some key in your mind that how the energies are related, go with the chakras. 7 chakra exactly represent what the energy does at different level. Okay. So basic instinct, or our fundamental thing, is to be alive, to survive, and that survival instinct and just to be alive, all these are operated by our root chakra. Okay, then go to the second chakra, Swadhisthana. It is about our desires, what are the things we like to have, likes and dislikes, and even go to the extent of we are addicted to something to that level, it's all operated by the second chakra, which is Swadhisthana. And this is the second level. So after survival, people wanted to, go and enjoy life and try to get the things they like, and you wanted to be happy, wanted to try to get as much experience as possible on this world. That is all fine. So that is operated by that. So, and when it go little exceed, then it forms need become greed. So the greed part of it comes from the second chakra. Need is operated by the first chakra, where we need to have something. Roti kapra makan, we need that, okay, to survive in this world. So all those are there. So as long as we are, like we are getting food, we have a shelter, we have a clothes to wear, and we have this, we have some kind of earning to survive, that is the first chakra. But when we go for more, we want better, we want higher, we want bigger, those kind of ambitions. Not ambition scale, just to have it. I like to have it, and that kind of stuff, it is operated by second. Third chakra is called Manipura. Manipura is ambition. It is not desire anymore. It is like your ambition of like wanted to get filthy rich or any power. You want the power. So any kind of power you are looking into, or that power to control others, to have something in the society, to win a competition and be better into the exam, and this kind of ambitions. Even it is a corporate, like you wanted to have a bigger company, or maybe currently you have a company of 10 people, you want to make it 50, or wanted to then make it go to 500, and so on and so forth. Those are your ambitions in the business goals, or in the job. You want a promotion, you want a better, position, and you want to have a higher salary, and all these are ambitions. So we are all drawn by this ambition. Those are operated by your third chakra. So let us now little go back and see what is the difference it makes between these three levels. It's simply the energy. Okay. Just we receive the first lot of energy, it is good enough to survive. When our survival things are taken care of, then we look for more. We want to eat something better. We want that type of food. We want to live into that type of house. We want to wear that type of, these are the things kind the second chakra. And third chakra is a power, ambition. And it is, and most of the human being, now recently it becomes, people are more aware. I'm talking even about like 19 up to year 2000, say, more than 99% people were operating from these three chakras only. Okay, so they don't know what is there up above there. So like these three things. Yeah. So this first one is a survival. So second one, that desires, all this kind of, including physical desire, intimacy, and all those comes from the second chakra. And then the ambition, the power. All, if you see the history of human being, they are governed by these three things. And this is about this first one is the survival, or say maybe just eat food and food, shelter, and all those things. And second, all your desires. And third is ambition for power. So first two is also in going to the richness and higher. So that becomes the second, and third becomes, it is called Kamini Kanchan. So that is the thing. And first one is the food for, survival or whatever things. Most of the war or battle happened into the human history are for these three reasons. Okay. So either for food or for desire, or we like to have any kind of desires, physical desire includes, and also for the power, ambition, and the money and the Manipura, what it controls. So all these three things are responsible for most of the things, how human being operated in this world. Now the thing is, so if that part is understood, then these three are in the physical dimension, and these three are operated by our ego. That's why ego becomes so important. When our ego operates, ego is needed to operate in the external world, and they operate through in these three levels of chakras, and ego control our mind, thought mind. So what happens is, all this thing, whatever I said, that is correct, but don't think whatever you desire, that will happen. So whatever you like to eat, you will get it. Whatever power you like to have, or whatever position you like to have in the office, or what are the level of business income you like to have, all those things, or any kind of relationships, your expectations, not necessarily they will met. Okay. And in fact, truth is, statistically 50% will not met, but because it is a complex phenomena, most of the things will not be met the way we want. Okay. So there will be degree of rejection, or degree of dissatisfaction, degree of, if you go to a little higher, degree of frustration is there in everybody's life, normally in these three aspects. Okay. What happens is, when we live with a setback, okay, some people try with their best, samadhanam nandam vedam, like by hook or crook, they wanted to get it. So their mind become corrupt because the desire is so strong, they can sacrifice anything else to get that. So there is a there are a lot of history, different types of characters have been developed to got for this. So they are driven by this. Okay. What Hitler he wanted to do, he wanted to create a big impact on the humanity. And one way to do it is go extreme bad things to do. So that also he become a part of the history, and he is. Okay. So in that sense, his target is achieved. He become a part of the history. Yeah? So it will be difficult to do that kind of level by doing good things. So he chosen the bad one, and and which drive that? The power. He wanted to rule the world. Many things, including the Alexander and all. They were just want more power. It's not that they have a dearth of money, or they have the thing they wanted to eat, the thing they wanted to enjoy, they're not getting it. There's plenty of it. But what drives them is the power. The three things, third one. Okay. Food, desires, and power. So this is how the human history is. But anyway, let me come back to what the thing I was discussing. So it is invariably all what you want, you will not get. I said by statistics, but the reality shows it is much more higher percentage than that. By not getting exactly what you want, okay, needs a lot of things, compromise and all, and even sometime, which is fair, you will still not get it, which you're supposed to get. So many people got into this confusion. I was also earlier into this confusion. There is a saying called the fairness from life. Life is not fair. Okay. So very late I understood that. It is not from where you are asking this fairness. There's nothing called fair of your understanding. It's not fair. But yes, later on when you pursue that, go into the past lives and all, over the whole experiences of the soul consciousness's journey, it is fair. Not fair, even it is, you are blessed, you are much in the higher level than getting all these three things. Okay. That we understood much later. But in general, if you operate from this practical level, life will be very much unfair. Most of the people are. And that, why I'm giving all these things, because that emotionally affect them. And most of the people, they are trapped into negative emotions. Means, and in this level, the truth is that life is in general a lot of problems, in between glimpses of happiness. Some in the dark night, some bulb here and there, or there. That's some small bit of happiness here and there. But otherwise, in general, all dark, all negative. That's the normal experience of human being. Anyway, so what caused that? You become frustrated. You try to manage whatever we can. Sometimes it is impossible. Sometimes you will be having the three areas. Three areas. What are the three areas? You get experiences, your monetary situation, your health, and relationships. These three area karma works. And karma also, past karma play a big role into that one. So most of our life experiences are negative. And when that impact, when you live few years with these negative emotions, it goes into our cellular level. When it goes into the cellular level, even the thoughts we generate become negative. Worrying or, start thinking that what's happened, what's wrong, and thing like that. And it's a big bad world, that kind of thing. Anyway, so why we think that way? Because we've already programmed ourselves. Every cell of the body is programmed with this kind of negativity, and that expression comes out. And I think I need not to explain further. All of you know what I'm talking. Yeah? Most of the things, our life experiences are negative. Okay. Now the question is that after you do this, at one point of time, you ponder, this is the life is all about? Okay. How many you think they got whatever they want in their life? Even if they got it, how much, how long they can, enjoy that and stay with it? And they themselves become corrupted and fall, or something happened, or somebody else taken, or, some other bigger, powerful person came and snatched away things from this person and things like that. So in the history, you see all those things. Yeah. So even though it is somebody can achieve whatever they want, it's not clear. And at one point of time, so they start searching meaning for all those things. Because most of the time, even maybe several hundred of my lifetimes, when I see past lives, you ended with these three things: grudging and grumbling about why it's unfair and this, that, and all. Even my own family cheated me, or my son didn't take care of me, and all these past lives I'm talking about, those kind of things. Or it's very unfair, my income was not good and things like that. Or I'm having some disease and have to end the life with some disease, painful, thing like that. Anyway, so what need to do here? That is given in your and coming back to the chakra. So if you can travel, go beyond third, as I told, till year 2000 or so, last century, 99% people just up to 3 and dead, life ended. Then when they start searching meaning for that, then that is a call you are seeking. The seeking started happening because you wanted to have a meaning of all those things. Whatever be the reason. I'm not saying all the time you have to have a bad thing, but you may be extremely bored. Nothing is happening in your life. What is the meaning? What I'm doing here? Just going, earning, and spending, and take care of this family and all these things and this, that, and some disease or other, coming back to hospital and end up it watching TV, and that's it. That is the life. Anyway, whatever be the background, so then it comes. That in this here, when it comes there, you need a major transition in your life to go to further journey. Otherwise, to land in this, I'm telling, I have seen my past lives, that's what I'm saying. Most of us will end life here. Most of the desires are not met. We could not meet the target of whatever one setting, and one day we'll leave the, thank you very much, get the hell out of this world. So when you want to go to the next level, next is the heart chakra, okay? This particular aspect cannot be achieved by intellect or the 5 senses. So far, you are operating through your 5 senses, and third chakra, basically this ambition and thing like that, yeah? Or ego. So the 5 senses and ego. These 3 things, sorry, not these 3, this 5 plus 1, like mind, or you can say mind and intellect, mind faculties, mind constructs. 5 senses in the mind will always pull you down, and you will face this kind of negative experiences, what I just explained in detail, that why it is fundamentally negative experiences. Yeah? Because all the expectations cannot be met. statistically 50% and practically more than that. And if there is a past life karma and so forth, it will be almost 90%. It will not happen. So to get out of that, you need to go higher faculties than your five senses and mind. If you keep using these five senses, okay, operating in the world, we need to have five senses. But the desire, you wanted to eat something better, tongue, or you want to see something good and all this. If you keep going into this driving all this, what five senses takes you, or your intellect takes you, want it to be, you need a bigger political power or this kind of ambition, or you wanted to go in the top in your office, all the promotion, all these kind of things. I'm not saying good or bad. I'm not saying these are bad. I'm saying those kinds of things, what you will not go beyond that. You are still driven. You are governed by the five senses. And then when you go a little higher, you are governed by your mind. You are still there. In the three-dimensional, you cannot go anything higher dimension. Okay. Next higher dimension only open up if you can feel the pure love. That is a heart chakra. Heart chakra opens, and then you feel that kind of this level. All these levels, these are very well explained in the consciousness mapping by Dr. David Hawkins, and we know that frequency mapping. So most of the up to 250, 250 is neutral, below 250 is negative, what normally many people's life were. And then it goes to positive, which is the intellect and positive ambition, and you try to make the bigger, higher, or go and win sports, win the medal, and all this is good. And there's nothing wrong in that. But only thing is you cannot sustain that. So in this level, so suppose somebody wanted to be a beauty queen. Okay, one girl, all these preparations done, so become, Miss of her country, and then go to Miss Universe. Only just next year, somebody else will come and take the title. Huh? Okay, and if you see, there are hundreds of them, different countries coming, and they are taking the crown only for 1 year. That's it. So that time you have to give away and come down. You need to know that. Otherwise, you will be frustrated again, even though you are reached the pinnacle of your ambition of becoming, say, Miss Universe. Yeah, same everywhere. It's all aspects of the life. I'm just giving an example. Okay. Now to go into that, this part now you understand very carefully. I'm giving a clue. Now, the transition from the lower to higher chakras, the difference in the vibration. So now when we go from the normal survival mode to the intellect mode, that we go into the positive territory. Otherwise, nothing good will happen in our life. That means you are above 250, but up to 499, if you're a fantastic, very highly intellectual being, maybe rocket scientist or whatever, Einstein, you will go into 499. Now the breakthrough of the next level, it cannot be done by intellect. Intellect ends there, and that is a heart should open. Otherwise, you cannot go further. You have to feeling that power of the love. You have to open up, and this opening business, the difference between the lower and higher level is again the prana Shakti. So you need to go enriched by this Prana Shakti to go from this level, what normally all the people almost experience, to go to the next level. You need a higher level of prana. So in this case, normal breathing will not work. We are all breathing, but we could not get our heart chakra open, or higher faculties doesn't come. When you go to that territory, your area, the domain of spirituality starts from that point. When you go for thinking to feeling, to intellect, to that, the love and compassion, that kind of, otherwise you will not will not understand the language of that. You understand how those people can behave, they can operate from this intellectual level. But that transition, otherwise, higher faculties will not open up. And it is also okay. As I said, 99% people never experience all this higher thing. It's fine. It's okay. The life ended. Time comes, it's over. The matter ends, another life. So that the transition now, it depends upon prana. Even the lower one also, the prana. Unless until you have to a certain level, the even first to second, like the people earlier days, they had the cave man, they were throwing stones and killing animals and all they eat. They're operating from first chakra, that's it. There is no such thing called political ambition that time, and no such thing called living in a palace and things like that. No, nothing. Okay. All right. So now to do that, so we understand that we need a higher level of prana to go into that. And this way, as I said before, so 2000 or only 1% people on earth used to know that, okay, how to do it. Who are the masters and saints and things like that. Why I'm giving it changed, because in this century, which is 21st century, it has changed. Yeah, of course, the masters and collective and all, they help. Then what happened was, particularly, it started happening, the people born after this time came with a higher level of vibration, higher level of awareness, like the children. And then in 2012, 21st December 2012, a major transition happens on planet Earth. To that helped mass awakening process to initiate, mass awakening. Okay. Previously, it was individual awakening. Everybody wanted to, struggle hard. Even it was very common that somebody is going to Himalayas, meditating for 12 years, 15 years, then got little bit, There is a stories of earlier, there's, rishis and munis, and even the birds come and build a nest. So they are not leaving the place. All those things. Anyway, I'm not going to that. So after that, what happened? It became easier to reach to the similar level with a minimum effort. There are some techniques, a lot of masters have been given that authority and all. So it has gone basically going to the mass level. So those, the higher dimensional masters are helping and guiding and all those things. They are giving different, it is understood that different type of people need a different type of masters, not only single type of master. One Swamiji in some ashram cannot, nobody has a time and things to go, at least to go there and then attend this and learn this and come back. It is in a modern days, it is almost impossible. So it should be other way around. The masters have to come down and spread over in the world, and they will operate in the different levels of the society and pass on the knowledge to help others to click this barrier. Go beyond Manipura, go beyond the third chakra. So all of you, so you already got it, you got initiated, you learned it by divine grace of Babaji. So we learn that further, the process, the higher up. So once this is the main, milestone where your spiritual journey starts. It's called love and above frequency. Love is 500 hertz. From love and above, then through your sadhana, through your practice, you go into higher. What is the practice? Practice is just how to get more energy. So question is, yes, how to get the more energy? It is through prana. It is the same breathing. What we used to take, we learned how to go take the higher level of prana or Panch Mahaprana, which help us to raise our vibration. So then we go into 500, then 500 is opening the heart chakra, pure love. Then 540 is unconditional love. Earlier love was selfish love. Below that, whatever it is not a love actually, it is a like. We are liking something or attached to something or we desire something. It is not love, not at least pure love. Pure love is unconditional. It is an expression of you. We are all made of pure love. We are Prem Sarupa. I just mentioned it many times. Again, it is saying, Basically, after coming here, you are going to realize your true self. That is called, that you are made of pure love. That is your self-realization. Starting of self-realization. Okay, that you are made of love. And this is your normal expression. You need not to do anything. You need not to go any kind of deal or transaction, or you have to do any activities to be there. Just when you opened up to that, you are operating from that level. That's it. And that transition happens by prana. So you need to know how to activate them and how to get more prana into your body. So how this is possible? What exactly prana does? Because prana, what happens is through a particular breathing technique, we get some air inside the body, like oxygen inside the body. What happens is when oxygen enters the body, it changes into the pranic energy, and then it goes into, like it is in the oxygen. Oxygen is basically a carrier of that energy. Oxygen by itself is not the energy. Oxygen is the carrier. That oxygen goes into the blood, and blood goes to every cell. Then our cell get energized. Again, then how changes happen? Like from ambition, how do you become spiritual? That changes happen because programming in your cells is old programming is being removed and replaced with a clean place. The purity comes from your, even the cellular level. How that happens? This prana enters into your blood and then goes to every cell of your body. Whatever the trapped energy, your negative experiences from the life earlier trapped there, your cell was programmed with negativity, frustration, grudging, and things like that. This energy pushes them out. Like it is highly, if you go to higher level of energy, I normally give an example like this. Suppose water, So there is some transparent kettle, water kettle. If you just put the plug or you put it into a burner or whatever is a transparent, then you see there is nothing. Slowly the water is warming up. At a certain level, little bubble started coming out. Earlier there is no bubble inside. When it was going the higher the temperature, more the bubble. You will be surprised from where this bubble coming. It's not, inducting air into it. The air was already dissolved into that water. Higher your going temperature is going higher, then more and more that trapped air it is releasing. When it goes to the like boiling temperature, 100 degrees Celsius, then you will see that random bubbles are coming out from the same water. That means that kind of oxygen or air was trapped into this water. Only it gets released at a higher temperature. Same here with the human body. All your body cells, when it energized to a level through prana, okay? This prana which goes into the cellular level and activating those cells, we call, then cellular vibration increases. And when cellular vibration increases, all your trapped negative energies, negative experiences get released. This is also in the spiritual term, the master K, your sanskara or your impression. Your cells are programmed with the negative impressions. That impression need to go. Otherwise, you cannot travel further. Too much of baggage. So when master teaches us a technique, through that technique, your energy cells got more and more and more powerful. It releases itself. Like the boiling water, the negative impressions, maybe in the first 10, 20, 30, 40 years of your life, you accumulated all those things and stored in your cells. And that is the reason your thoughts are all negative. Negative or desirous, so you're desiring about something. So these kind of things get released, from your things. So then your cell get purified, and so the pranic energy topped up, and then you started the same body. started experiencing love. Earlier, it was not possible. Too much of negativity. You are stuck in a daldal, the kachra mein, fas gaya. Put kachra to be removed so that you can go into the bear. Maybe in the outer, external life will not change, but your life will change because now you are higher into the vibration, you are experiencing higher. Okay, this transition is very important. So I explained in very detail up to the cellular level. So when this transition happened, then more you practice, you get more and more energy, get topped up, same pranic energy, but it is in the higher level. So then you got into from when heart, the 500, then you go for higher, your throat chakra opens up, which is a fifth chakra. Throat chakra opens up the communication with the divine. It is also in throat, already we communicating voice boxes here, but when the energy level, this communication is not outside. That earlier you are doing, this communication with the divine. Your own higher self, that communication opens up. Then you go to, at this level, from here to here, to open up that communication, you need pure love energy. So pranic energy now helped you to open up a faculty of pure love, and that love is helped you to connect with the divine, with your own higher self. Then when you come to more and more energy goes into that, then we come to the level, this is the wisdom. This wisdom is the knowledge of the universal truth, and all that comes up. You look into the third eye opening. Third eye opening, it means you are no longer looking everything through your physical eye. You are looking into the eyes of a wisdom, or it activated by love. This activation happened with the love energy, which you are made of. So in that sense, your third eye is actually activated by love. So what happens when this activation of this love happens? You go into a territory of wisdom. And that faculty, the faculty of wisdom, is called Pragya, or in the awareness. It is not the lower level of awareness. Awareness of, computer awareness or COVID awareness. It's not that. It is awareness of yourself, awareness of the truth, awareness of the divine, direct first hand. Okay. No, means not using the five senses. If you're using five senses to get that, it is already contaminated. Those are useless. You need to get direct communication, download directly. Those are your direct first-hand experience. And when you do that, you enrich with awareness. And this awareness level is triggered by the pure love. Otherwise, your normal physical energy, vitamin, or going to gym cannot do that for you. Okay. So you use the pranic level, prana, from air to get into the body, then reprogrammed our cellular system. They released all the impressions, sanskara and negative impressions, and then, or belief system and all those kind of stuff. And then we got liberated. Then you go inching towards that higher level, come to level where the communications opened up. Then you started getting this direct. And then ultimately when your Shahasra opens up, Shahasra is a connection to the divine all the time, like broadband connection open. That is your enlightenment state. That is a 700 plus. So if you all the time you operate 700 plus, you are already connected, you become a spiritual enlightened person. So this is how the journey goes into the higher realm, and with the use that of the prana. So now to summarize, our journey from the lowest chakra to highest chakra is all about play of energy and play of the vibrations. And then at a certain stage, your other energy is no longer useful. You need a pure love energy. And then it leads you to the awareness. So in other words, the love is the bridge between your prana and pragya. Prem is the bridge between your this prana and the pragya, which leads to the pragya. And then it goes into the territory of self-realization, direct first-hand connection, and all this knowledges that comes into the play. So this is our journey, the using the prana and the pranic energy up to the level of awareness. Now what happens is you go in the awareness, you develop that further. You expand your awareness, the field. You are no longer bound by the physical fields or the five senses or even your mind. In fact, to reach there, you have to quieten your mind. You have to stop your thought mind. Otherwise, your mind will trick you down back to that where you were, which is negatively programmed body cells, negative thoughts, worries, worry about the future or grudging about the past. That was your mental condition before. You get into that back again. So this got the liberation and goes into the awareness. Then awareness is the infinite possibilities there. You firsthand experience that through awareness. The person who reached there, who has the power to directly download the truth, they are the masters. Yeah. So all of us, we have a potential to go there and experience. That is the highest level of human potential, to go there, rather than only living with the five senses and the mind. Yeah, that is needed to operate in the external world, but that is not all of human being. Those are the doing level, and these are the being level. Love and above is a being level, and in fact, your spiritual journey starts from there, from going to the love vibration and above. Okay, I think now let me go back to see the exact points. First point was 3 dimensions of spiritual development. Okay, I explained prana, prem, and pragya. So it starts with the prana, which opens up ultimately the love vibration, heart, and then it goes to the, it takes the love further, opens up the faculty of awareness. Then we, go into the higher level. These are the interrelation between 3 dimensions. The prana is always there. It starts with the lower physical reality. It is also responsible opening our heart chakra, and the same energy and the vibration goes further into the level of awareness. So we need all along. So prana is life force energy. I just explained prem, pure love and compassion. Okay, when heart chakra opens up, then whatever action you took, it become compassion, love in action. The unconditional love, 540 hertz frequency. If you go beyond that, then you're no longer bound by your ego mind. Your selfishness drops. You're, start realizing the joy of giving rather than taking from different ways. Yeah, accumulating and hoarding will not make you ultimately happy. But when you give, then you come to the flow of life, like divine. All source is divine. So divine source, when you give something, it makes space for something else to come, and that's why the flow keep going. But if you stop doing it, like put a barrage on the river, the flow will stop. Okay, so maybe the river is no longer become useful, and if certain case, if the other side, if it is too much of water, it will break the dam and make its way. Yeah. So, but in that case, in either way, the stopping the flow is not a good idea. Being in the flow is a good idea. With a minimum effort, you can go maximum. You become the flow of the divine. You become a part of that, and that's actually the goal of life. Okay, so next point is awareness and awaken consciousness. So when the pragya is opened up, the faculty through the awareness, we realize ourselves, self-realization. We are not limited with the physical reality. We opened up into the vast universal consciousness, and then we become truly realize our true potential and who we are. And that is the awakened consciousness or self-realization. Vibrational domain of each dimension and spiritual growth. I just explained that 250 is neutral, below 250 negative, and then 250 to 499 positive. 500 is the love vibration, and then the spiritual journey starts from there. 540 is unconditional love, and then so on and so forth. Finally, it goes into when it crosses 700, there's enlightenment vibration, and there are the higher it can go, that kind of higher abilities it's come, the divine qualities will come. Okay, understanding 5 stages towards the oneness. Okay, this what happens is, let us now the look at the whole process into, I use the chakra level to explain that. Now let us come to the another way of realizing that. In the spiritual journey, how it comes into the play. What are those 5 stages? 5 stages of spiritual journey towards the oneness, experiencing the oneness, experiencing the universal consciousness, experiencing the source, experiencing the creator. All it needs it, I'm talking the spiritual journey now. It starts with first with the karma yoga. Karma yoga means doing your duty, at the best as you can, and honestly, and things like take care of your family and earn honest way and all this kind of thing, part of the karma yoga. Then at a certain point of time, but still, even if your karma yoga is a more or less the preparatory step, you are getting ready for your spiritual journey. It's a good practices, but still it is in the level of that what is called the 3 chakras, and you're doing a good thing, positive thing, and all those things. Then the divine sends somebody, they'll teach you that technique, how to go beyond these 3 chakras, and then you learn how to invoke the pranic energy into your body, and those are the spiritual practices or kriya. So you will be given some kind of kriya yoga. Kriya means spiritual practice, so that you can go into the territory of heart, love, and above. You will experiencing heart chakra open, you're experiencing love, and whoever will give you that, they will also ask you to teach you rather, and then you should practice meditation, dhyan yoga. So kriya yoga followed by dhyan yoga. The kriya yoga is help you to pull your 5 senses inward, and the dhyan yoga will able to have a mastery over your mind, thought mind. Otherwise, that will trick you. And by doing so, your quotient of this love will go higher and higher. Your heart chakra opens, and then throat chakra opens, and that level, you come to a territory called Gyan Yoga, when you start downloading the universal knowledge, the truth, universal truth, directly, firsthand, and you top up with the direct experiential understanding of the whole universe. Any question will be answered because you're downloading it directly. That part is called Gyan Yoga. And normally that enlightenment happened in the Dhyan and Gyan Yoga in this level. So where you cross that barrier, cross that 700, get in touch, and directly it's coming. And the end, what happens is at the one point of time, even the Gyan Yoga, you have nothing else to ask, or anything you want, it comes to you instantly. That is the time you have nothing else to do. You surrender yourself to the divine. Purpose of life is known and served. You surrender and to the divine and live a very peaceful, blissful life internally, full of joy, Sachidananda state. That is called Bhakti Yoga. So this is the 5 levels, Karma Yoga, Kriya Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Gyan Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. So rest of your life, you stay there in the Bhakti Yoga, surrendering to the divine. So that is the 5 stage of this spiritual journey. I think call will end. I will post that another link. So just let me check. So all of you, if this call get disconnected, so please join back again into the next link. I will post in few minutes. Okay, all right. So we will see you in the next half. So I just saved all these attendees in between before I close this. So I within just 1 or 2 minutes, I'll post another link. So I will see you on the other side of this session. Om Mangalam.
Good evening, Rajdeep.
Good evening, Roy. All right. Welcome back. The next hour, others let them join. We'll continue. And the last point in the mention in our agenda is a Guru Tatwa. In this whole process, what is the role of the Guru Tatwa or Gurus? I just before that this break, I explained about that 5 levels that go into that. So when you are having your own effort, you can go only up to Karma Yoga. You cannot go beyond that. Okay. Further journey, Kriya Yoga and Dhyan Yoga and so forth, that requires you some knowledge or guidance, and you need to learn something before you embark on that journey. And the divine is governed by the Guru Mandala. All masters are there. They know exactly what your requirements are. So they send one representative to you, who can be accessible, who can teach you something, whose language you will understand. At least you will feel that we learned something from this person. From you have a free will and choice. You can reject also. Nobody will stop you to do that. But Guru Mandala will send someone who can impart you that. And when you get this kind of knowledge and learning, that person becomes your guru for the spiritual purposes. The guru, first duty of the guru is to teach you how to, I explain the whole process of the sanskara, the negative impressions, how to come out of that daldal, how to change from the stuck into the negativity of life, how to get liberated from it. That is the first challenge. And then, of course, how to go beyond your ego. The whole process is called ego annihilation. Unless until your ego is annihilated or ego is silent. If ego is controlling your spiritual, progress will be almost na ki barabar. There's no point. So, and that play keeps on happening time to time. You fall into the trap of ego. Then Guru helps to put you out of that and things like that. That is called touch and go. That play continues. And during the whole process, you empower yourself, you learn yourself, and things like that. And our old habit of experimenting with different things from life, like I call it getting quotations and, sign the contract with the best contractor type of thing. People try to use it in the spirituality also. It's okay. They're welcome to do it. But it is what the people mostly misunderstood. It is not their choice. They have been sent the best person suitable for you. You have to only say yes and move forward. Otherwise, we are wasting time. Maybe that whoever is sent, they will come and go. Maybe after 10 years, 20 years of life, somebody else may come, or maybe next life. There is no hurry in the higher dimension. Anyway, so once you commit, then this starts. So Guru Tatwa is the flow of that knowledge reaching to you. And I have explained earlier also in the very beginning, maybe a few years back, starting, the Guru is not the person. Guru is the knowledge, higher dimensional knowledge, flowing through that person and reaching to you. Guru is just a representative of the divine for your transformation from this negative thinking, negative life, mundane life, to the life of awareness and pure love. That is the Guru's responsibility. And also in the process, your ego needs to be annihilated. If ego is controlling you, you will be stuck again. You cannot go further. Guru will help you out to get out of this your ego thing and reach to your maximum potential in this life itself. Okay. It is not when a guru guides, I'm just telling, it is not they are not giving you hope, and they are not giving a positive picture about life. No, they're teaching you how you can transform your life. They will empower you. They will not show you advertisements about happy life. In fact, some gurus, they are more tougher. They will hit you hard so that your ego runs out of this, and you get that shock. You get realized. That is the way. So I have seen many gurus of doing that. Danda leke khade hain, but Anyway, so that is a different method, different guru follows. But this is the ultimately, even they are giving this danda is coming out of pure love, not to punish you, not to torture you, not to show they are powerful. Even this kind of thing, if some guru is, thrashing you for something, or thappad bhi maar dete hain kabhi kabhi, that is out of pure love, not from no way their intention is to insult you and insinuate you. Okay, never, because they don't need you. You cannot do anything for them. They are operating such a level, the joy they are getting, they don't need your praise or like, or say you are great and tali bajane wala. They don't need that anyway. But anyway, if you do it, it's your free will. That's different. What I'm saying is the guru is in your life is a representative of Guru Tatwa. The guru's job is to connect you with the flow. And initially to help you out, one point of time will come, then you will graduate yourself. You do no longer need guru day-to-day help and support and need this and that. So that is the process. Like in the college, school, college, our teachers, they guide us. When we graduate, then the professor is no longer required. Of course, we'll be grateful for whatever they have done at that part of our life. That's always there. Same as the guru here. So guru is not that lifelong slavery you have to attach to. If you think that way, you're fundamentally wrong. Guru doesn't need anything from you, even your loyalty. Every guru then know that at the end of the day, only few will remain. They will remain as a friend. It happened to everybody. If you see the living masters, or not living, maybe who left their body also, they have a very few. Even Gautam Buddha, maybe having 10 or 15 people with him when he finally left his body. Yeah. Anyway, so that is a different issue. But Guru Tatwa is how it comes you, and then from second, the 5 steps I told, that from Karma Yoga to Kriya Yoga, then to Dhyan Yoga, then Gyan Yoga, and ultimately lead you to Bhakti Yoga. They will be with you. Guru Mandala will be with you. Guru Tatwa will help you to reach there. And then when you got enlightened and you go into stage of Bhakti Yoga, then their job is over. Then you are fully, operated by your inner guru or yourself, the consciousness, your awakened soul. So, and that will be your controlling faculty, not anybody external, even your guru. So you will be just like a friend with your guru. That's all. And both of them, like a 2 lit lamp, they will, both of them are lit, they're enlightened. So both lamps will be there. Only thing is, maybe Guru's lamp lit little earlier than yours. Doesn't matter. When 2 lamps are lit, nobody can even distinguish which lamp started first. There's no need. That is not important. There are 2 lamps like that. It can go from 2 to 4 and 16 and go to thousands of lamps to enlighten this humanity. That is the purpose of Guru and the Guru Tatwa, which is flown into the different ways to awaken the human consciousness. And that's how it operates. And just one thing I found it interesting, because today's topic, I like to read Guruma's message. Some Guruma has written beautifully about this play of this. So I will read one of I just searched it out, some old message of Guruma, put it in some group. So I will just read that from Guruma's message. It is about the symbology. Yeah? So in this whole issue of Prana, Prem and Pragya, so Guruma gave an example of Raman symbology. Okay, she was telling Lord Rama is the representative of awareness, and Sitama is energy, Lakshman is attention, and Hanuman is prana. Hanuman is known as Pavan Putra, so he is a prana, and Ravana is a thought mind. We think too many things and parallelly that represent the 10 heads of Ravana. Then it's a beautifully, explained. If you go to the correlation, if you just what today I explained it to you, you understand what is meant. I read further two paragraph what Guru Ma has written that time. She was telling that only Hanuman can reach the hidden pockets of cellular emotional memory. That's what Hanuman was sent to Lanka to find out where the Sita is, where the energy is trapped. Prana can shaken up the frozen emotional or psychic past impressions and release the energy that is trapped in negativity, which is in Lanka. Okay. So they stolen that energy and trapped into this negativity in the Lanka, and Hanuman went there with the like here and the breath and awareness can release it. What I explained into the first step of that, how it happens. Then there is a loving merger or reunion of energy and awareness, like Sita and Ram. Energy meets with awareness. When energy and awareness are together, the action arising from that is auspicious action, which is for the well-being of humanity. Okay, that is how it is explained, so beautifully explained by Guru Ma. Anyway, it's up to you to just symbolize, to remember all those things, but rest of the things I practically explained in detail. So that concludes this learning session. Now, if you have any question, you're welcome to ask me now. No question?
Guruji, can I ask a question?
Oh, yes, yeah. Please go ahead, Mani.
Guruji, you gave the synonym, basically analysis for the water to boil. I mean, we need to go through some kind of rigorous discipline to get to a stage where we will have higher vibration frequency. It is my own personal thing that sometimes I feel very lazy to do anything. So how do we overcome that?
Normally what happens is we get governed by our traditional way of, looking at that, whatever we need to do and get the reward. Here, you have to trick your mind to that kind of reward. Reward is not in physical dimension. And that's why our mind tricks us.
Yeah.
Practicing for so many days, what happened? I'm still undergoing this. I still have this disease and still have this. There will be always be there. This is a part of life we only chosen. But to do that, it is an opportunity. Now I'm giving you the tips, but you may consider. I'm not saying this is the only one. I'm actually basically showing you the way I cross that barrier. I also having this kind of mental block and barrier to go through this. I realized it will be if I can just keep on playing the same thing about the mind, I will be stuck there. My time will come, my life will end. I will not get any, maybe in next life again, I don't know, somebody will come and help me or not, I don't know. So I will lose this opportunity this life. So I feel myself, I'm lucky that I got in touch in this lifetime, at least the Babaji's method and the way forward. I can talk to somebody physically, with my using physical senses and my brain to understand how it feels like to go there and direct. That came to me through Guru Tatwa. So as it has come down so much thing for me, at least I can do this so that I need not to take any further birth and coming for the same lesson again and again and again. So this is an opportunity. That opportunity, that coincidence of that happened in this life, That will be my motivation. That was my motivation to work on the spiritual journey. Only one thing I did consciously: stop my own analytical mind or whatever experience I had earlier. My life experience that time, I felt it is useless. If that experience could have been helped me, I could have been in a much better position by now. So that didn't work. So keep it aside completely and follow so-called blindly. Guru will not demand anything, but it is me who chosen to follow that blindly, and the thing has happened. And all the practices, if you read my spiritual journey, I told that, morning 2 hours, evening 2 hours, I used to practice daily. Okay, somehow I managed to find this 4 hours time out of my routine. And you know that early morning from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and the next slot is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I used to close my door and do my own practice. Whatever happens outside, whatever sound, whoever is there, I don't care. That's how it clicked for me. So it is you to get this reward. Reward is not in the physical term. It is in the spiritual term. Self-realization. Maybe in another lifetime, we may not get this kind of connection and this kind of opportunity. I call that our reward should be earth, it is paramarth. So we need to buy now, we should be differentiating between the earth, like a money, and paramarth, the divinity. We have to choose divinity because we have an opportunity came to us this lifetime. Better utilize it. My advice is, if you want to come back after you enlighten, then you choose to come back. It's all possible. You may not, need to teach 100 of people and do this, that, and nothing is needed. You can come back. You can lead a normal, so-called normal life, but you are internally connected and enlightened. That is all possible. But now, if you don't follow that, ultimately, you will be stuck there. It will not happen in this lifetime. So bring that as a motivating factor to finish the process. And then, as I said, it is a conducive time. The Mother Earth vibration is high, very limited time. Maybe in few months it is possible. Why not? It's all potential is there. So only thing is, we have to, like any other thing, you have to commit ourselves. Half-hearted thing will not work. And people say, here we have in Dubai, Jayaji, he used to say, Lagan mein agan hona chahiye. Okay. Means we have to fire inside you. You need to desperately looking for it. Then only it will happen. But half-heartedly, it will not happen. Always there will be some excuse not to do. So you have to find that way out. Of course, if there is anything specific, you can write it to me offline. I will able to help you or give you tips how to overcome that. Everything is there is some solution, but we need to knock the door to get it open.
Okay? Yeah, I will definitely need that. I'll contact you, Guruji. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Any other question from anyone? Okay, Jayanto, go ahead.
Yes, whatever I understood very small, that ego level operates 3 chakras: root chakra, Swadhisthana, and Manipura. And after that, heart chakra opens, and on that time, we have to love all creatures in this world. And after that, love chakra takes over.
Jayanto, 1 second. Huh? Let me, in between I clarify and bring to the truth. Yeah. Okay. Heart chakra, opening heart chakra, loving the animal and all, it is not the contributing factor. It is effect. When heart chakra opens up, you love those other things and animals, but not other way around. Loving the animal will not open the heart chakra. Opening heart chakra, you need the higher level of pranic energy. Okay. And yes, spiritual practices. Okay. Then go ahead. Yeah.
And from love chakra operate, and Pragya chakra it from Pragya comes. So how Labh Chakra, from Labh Chakra, Pragya Chakra comes? How opens that
No, it will automatic.
portion?
When it will like going top up, then from Anahata, it's a heart chakra, the Visuddhi, it is throat chakra. You know, when the energy gets tops up, it will automatically opens up. Okay, we follow the Kriya, no? We focus on each and every chakra in sequence, and there's a process, it opens up. It can also open up with a particular vibration, but the last session we explained, there is each chakra has a vibration. You know, if we play that, if somebody's a particular chakra is not opening, the masters can help to get it opened. Okay. Even the Shaktipat, we give like this, no? When a master give you Shaktipat or holy hug, it opens all this chakra. Okay, automatically. The master invoke his or her energy to pass it on to you to open up those. There are many ways it can open up. But to sustain, open up can happen many ways, but to sustain you need to practice regularly so that it keep open and things, further experiences can happen. The quality of experience tells you what is the type of level of your operating system. Like if you normal thoughts are mostly negative and worry and things like that, and the gain, loss and gain, you are still operating Manipura below, after third chakra. But if you are experiencing bliss, you are expressing seeing good things in the things like then your heart chakra, it shows that your heart chakra is opened up, feeling compassion and things like that. So those are the type, the quality of your thought determines what is the fundamental level of your awareness developed and the which type of energy as a level has gone up to which chakra for permanent level. You know, like when we meditate, all chakras open up for sure. When we do the guided meditation 6 step, it's all chakras opened up. You can connect it to Shiva Bhakti. Okay.
One thing I want to share here, whenever I do chakra, whichever days, after doing prana, after doing Nirmal Kriya, I feel something every day. Whenever I do, I feel something different. That means in my mental level, I feel something different. A feeling of numb comes. That means a thought process, as if I'm floating, this type of feeling is coming. That means for some time.
Yeah. This is called, okay, Jayanto, let me explain this part first, then you go to the next. This is called Pranpat. The pranic energy, when it goes, I explained, it goes into our cellular system, no? When the cellular system, that energy goes higher, then we experience something different, what you are mentioning.
Right.
Numbness means your level of sensitivity of 5 senses goes down, but your energetic system goes high. It's something different types.
Right.
Okay, this is called Pranpat. But you get the higher vibration, it is called Pranpat. Whatever the master gives, that is called Shaktipat. Okay, there are 3 types of energy we feel in this process.
And it gives
Shaktipat, it initiates you.
Motivation. It gives me more motivation that it's working.
Exactly, yeah. That is called Pranpat, what you just explained. And in the, I was explaining that Shiva Bhakti state, when you go to the expanded awareness state, you feel the oneness, and that is the time it is called Shiva Pat. So there are 3 energy types of experience we have. First is Shaktipat, then Pranapat, then Shivapat. Okay. What you experience is the expression of Pranapat. Okay.
Pranapat. Thank you.
All right. Okay. God bless you. All right. So if there is no further question, so we'll go into our Kriya and meditation. So just sit straight.